The Igbos are the problem in Nigeria. The Igbos are the most greedy set of people in Nigeria. They are the cause of all the problems we have in Nigeria. If not for the Igbos, Nigeria would have been better by now. If not for the Igbos, Nigeria would have gone far by now in terms of greatness, in terms of political strength, in terms of military strength, in terms of everything. The major problem we are facing in Nigeria right now is because of the Igbo culture and the Igbo people and everything about the Igbo. In fact, the Igbos are so desperate for money. The Igbos are so desperate for money that without money, they cannot do anything, they cannot accomplish anything. They are willing to sell themselves, sell their family, sell their brother, sell their sister, sell everybody to get this particular money. If this is the mindset that you are having in 2026, I'm wearing this black for you to mourn your stupidity. I'm wearing this black for you to mourn your foolishness, because it's like you guys have forgotten history. Now let me give you some bullet points. After the war in 1970, since it be so now not get sales for this country, bank savings white. Number one, listen, regardless of how much money an Igbo person had before the war, banks paid a flat 20 naira, not be 200, not be 2,000, not be 20,000, not be 200,000 naira. A flat rate of 20 naira to everybody, whether you be billionaire. 20 naira is what was given to the Igbos. Number one, that's number one. You yes, it ain't painful. Yeah, number two, abandoned property losses. Homes and businesses owned by Igbos outside the southeast, especially in Port Harcourt and Lagos, were declared abandoned and reassigned to others. The property when we say Igbo people built, they reassigned it to others. They declared it abandoned. Say, oh, this property is abandoned, and they dash other people. You hear how painful that is. Number two. Number three, loss of job and rank. Igbo civil servants, soldiers, and professionals lost their positions of seniority and had to restart careers. The Igbo people where they see today, they lost all their rank in their government office. Maybe if they grade 16, you go back to grade 0. Go and verify. That's number three. Number four, destroyed homeland. Of course, I don't need to explain that one to you. You know, 3 years of BASBOS, everything leveled to the ground. Number five, limited state support. There was no reconciliation, no rehabilitation, no reconstruction. They were just abandoned. Now, what happened next? Instead of the Igbo people to be wailing, instead of them to be crying, instead of them to be mourning till now, this was what they did. They rebuilt through trade, apprenticeship systems, and entrepreneurship. They rebuilt from nothing, from 20 naira. They rebuilt. Two, they re-established commercial hubs like Onisha and Aba. They say no, we are business people. This cannot be our end. They re-established themselves. Number three, they gradually gained economic influence without state-backed restitution. Without the support of government, they came together and they rebuilt. And you will not say an Igbo man is desperate for money. Are you out of your mind? This is a culture that they have been marginalized from the beginning, and they don't even know their place in this country as at right now. In fact, they have made it clear to them over the years that there is no hope for them to ever rule again. And you don't want them to align themselves. What if something happens to them again? Are you the one that is going to feed them? Are you the one that is going to provide for their families? Now let me tell you something about the Igbos that you don't know. I'm not an Igbo person. No. You can see my picture there. I be a Igbo person. I'm an Esa man. But listen to me. When one Igbo man is eating, many Igbo men are eating. As they chop, apprentice they chop, apprentice families they chop. Igbo men don't move alone. Igbo men don't eat alone. Igbo men don't hide their sources. Then they show and say, oh no, money don't enter from this way. Oh, make una come enter. Make una go. That is any Igbo man when I see. Forget say no people. That's what they'll tell you. Oh no, this business money they inside to they say ties. Once you don't important like this, you be say sometimes from the break. They will advise you to enter the business. Only Igbo people. We have no shop, no nothing, but you can be a big businessman. As far as you have this Igbo man, my Igbo brother, they set ties. You say feed they set ties. After I they set ties. I want to tell Kato, no worry, make I carry you go my shop. You can enter any Igbo man shop and say it's your shop. As far as your percentage come out. As I did now, I not be Igbo man, no, but I can enter any Igbo man shop and say, ah, my shop with this. What do they sell for you now? This one. Oh yeah, they pick, they select. After they finish, they go give my transaction. He doesn't even need to know me. People that rebuilt from ashes, you have the audacity to call them desperate. You must be very, very mad. Please, if the influential Igbos didn't fit that Tinubu is the way forward for them, based on experience in business or whatever fit was said to, I beg, make una leave them. Don't say, oh, we expected better from Obi Kubana. We expected better from Kubana chief priest. Oga, where were you in 1970? Did you expect better from the president then? Did you expect better from the way Nigerians treated them then? Where were you when they had to rebuild from 20 naira? Did you join them then? Please. I don't like rubbish on this internet. I've been quiet for so long. But this news, it don't do too much. We have to start dissolving this rubbish, this nonsense. We have to start cleaning it. Leave Igbo people alone. If they want to support Tinubu, let them support Tinubu. You go and support whoever you want to support. If they think that the person that is portraying themselves as their brother is not right for them, they have their reasons. You know they are dining table. You know they are caucus. You know they are meetings. You don't know all the informations that they know. So why the hate?
So how far? This is I want to talk now. I know say you go verse many Yoruba, but you no really concern me. If they hear me, and this way I want to talk, I'm not trying to be tribalistic. I'm trying to be realistic. And if I talk this thing, if you verse, comment section is open. Die for comment section. No need to cry. If they hear me, because I see the way many Yoruba people they attack Igbo. Anyway, you get where they go. I noticed something when I go on Nisha market. Yes, when I know say on the market, they do sit at home on every Monday. We say now because say me they do that sit at home. When me say when they try to they ask question, they say if we don't lose so all those when they talk, you know if you control them. Then by their even now because no tell them say if you now because no cancel that sit at home, they no go stop. They go see they do that sit at home. Till now because no say stop before they go stop. And when me I call as them say this sit at home now, una really get anything una they achieve as una dey your house now. You get anything they achieve. They say them say they achieve something, nothing. But better say na because no talk am. Now why they do am? Now since then, I start to respect Igbo people. You know what? They choose to honor Inabikanu. Yes. Many of them when they talk say Igbo too like money, Igbo too this blah blah blah. Let me tell you something. Igbo will like money now. Those bastard Obi Kukumba and Kukumba thief priest now those one. Tell me.
The Yoruba nation that I know, they are professional betrayer. The Yoruba nation that I know, we specialize in pulling ourselves down. The Yoruba nation that I know, we want to make sure that the shy do not survive. We gather together to prevent our love from being there. It is Yoruba nation. We gather together to ensure that we connive against MK Abiola. And today again, the Yoruba nation again are the one that is gathering together against their own beloved son. Shawon Shewani. Shawon Gegufuani. Toba Gegufua. She sokwe egun. When the outside, the north, unite together and they are singing Abiola's song, the Yoruba are the one trying to tear him to pieces. The north says, this is where we are going. Then the same Yoruba, I'm ashamed of. You see, many of us that are pastors, many of us that are reverend, I don't know. I need to be convinced why a pastor should be involved in rebellious spirit. I don't know. And we go to the pulpit and preach. You go to that pulpit and you are preaching. And you have a spirit of betrayal in you. then you want God to answer your prayer.
Nigeria today, if the North is not part of the other countries, if today we separated, the North will be far better than it is today. Because why? What are we talking about? The other regions are talking about resources. The major resources we are talking about today is oil. It has been discovered in the Lake Chad Basin. That is first greater in quality than the one we have in the other part of Nigeria. Two, it is greater in quantity. The one we have in the other part of Nigeria will be finishing in 15 years. The one that has just been discovered, if harnessed, will last 75 years. So what do we really need? We have a deposit of gold in Birnongwali that is more than the one we are having in South Africa and in Ghana. We have another deposit of gold in Zamfara. That is why you have the bandit in Zamfara. That is why you have those bandits in Birnongwali. Why are we having the Boko Haram, so much Boko Haram problem? It's because of the oil that's been discovered. It is in the Lake Chad Basin. And that was why you see they will never want to have peace in that area, because once you have, the North is going to develop more than you think. And don't forget, the economic power of Nigeria was Northern Nigeria. We were the economic power, we were the economic heart. That was why every time, even the education that the Southerners and the Easterners had, it was from the resources of the North that they were sponsored to go to school and get the education they are having today. So, Biafra Republic, the Biafra will not stand, because already Niger Deltans are saying we are not going with you.
Nigeria was not, has never been a nation. We had the aspiration, hopes that Nigeria one day would become a nation. And that has been elusive up till today. The reason being that, most unfortunately, the powers in Nigeria were concentrated in the hands of the North, which was preponderant, and wrongly so. At independence, we hoped we would be able, in fact, the three leaders of the country had different notions of independence. There was the actual leader of the struggle for independence, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, who rightly thought that independence now created, as it were, a beginning, but that we were already a nation and we were now finding our positions in his own philosophical, political beliefs in Pan-Africanism. So we just had to move into the broad continental alliance. The North, under the Sadana of Sokoto, whose agent was the Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa, felt that the Nigerian nation, one had to tread very slowly, because he saw and they saw a great deal of inequities in Nigeria, and perhaps the most important then was the level of education between the North and the South. And therefore, that affected, of course, the position of the North, or Northerners, in the bureaucracy of Nigeria. The Sadana and the people of the North got down to trying to build up the North, taking everything they could from the Federation to build up the North to a position in their minds of equality between themselves intellectually and the rest of Nigeria. The West, under Chief Obafemi Awolowo, thought likewise and took the position of consolidating the West so as to ensure that at a given time the West would then emerge superior to either the North or the East. Again, let me go back to the problem of the East. The East entered independence having accepted that the nation was already there. Naturally, the concept of nationhood implied a great deal of sacrifice by the East at all points. First sacrifice, the non-emergence of Dr. Azikiwe as the first executive leader of Nigeria. He vacated the place. He made the sacrifice so that the North could be accommodated. Second, very simple. During the constitutional conferences, independence was offered Nigeria before 1960. But to be able to accommodate the North, that Dr. Azikiwe believed was already part of a nation, we got this rather odd situation where a nationalist refused independence to wait for the North, and so on.
Africa does not need democracy.
What do we need?
It's a smokescreen of lies which allows imperialism and neocolonialism to continue. Africa needs dictators. Africa needs military dictators.
Military, not just any other dictator.
Military for security. Dictators in that they must dictate the right thing. We need people that are purposeful, cutting down the bureaucracy of democracy and getting things done. If you walk up into your parliament right now, you'll have papers the size of this room of good ideas that have never been implemented, roads that have never been finished, buildings and hospitals that have not been repaired, but budget approved and voted. It's in the pipeline. It's in the pipeline. And in the midst of that pipeline, procurement, corruption, and preferential procurement, looting and stealing is happening. How does a minister walks into a government with 50,000 shillings become a millionaire in 2 years with a salary that can't afford 3 pairs of shoes? Where does he get the money from? Any government minister who becomes a millionaire after being to a government office is a thief.
True it was when Plato said, democracy never selects the best leader, it always selects the best liar. And that is why every democracy eventually fails. Democracy does not reward wisdom, it rewards persuasion. The man who understands.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over truth.
Resist tyranny, they beg for it.